Well, Peter, I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor. That I'm aware of. If you're a doctor, I wasn't aware of that today, until today.
Right.
Okay, not a doctor. Just making sure. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. You said about this mask ruling out of a federal court in Florida that it's a disappointing decision, and you say you continue to recommend that people wear masks. Why is it that we can sit here in the White House briefing room with no masks, but people can't sit in an airplane cabin with no masks?
Well, Peter, I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor. That I'm aware of. If you're a doctor, I wasn't aware of that today, until today.
Right.
Okay, not a doctor. Just making sure. I don't know. And
Nor do you play one on TV.
Nor does he play one on TV. There you go. Most days. But these determinations, remember the masking guidance is green, yellow, and red. We are currently in a green zone in Washington, D.C., so they're not recommending it. Some people can still wear a mask if they want to. Many people do, or wear them in meetings, or wear them at certain times where you're going to be around or sitting close to people, or maybe you have an immunocompromised parent or friend, and so people make that decision. And this is based on health considerations and data that the CDC looks at about transmissibility as we've seen an increase in cases on airplanes.
Then would the president support if a flight is leaving from an airport in a green zone, those people don't have to wear masks?
Again, Peter, there's been long a difference from the beginning about people on an airplane and in federal transportation vehicles and situations than where they are in locations like we here continue to be in Washington, D.C., a green zone. But what we'd asked for, I think it's important to remember, is a 2-week extension, or not asked for, what we had announced was a 2-week extension to look at the data and make recommendations based on the data and the science about whether it should be continued or not. Go ahead.
I want to belabor this only because we've heard from the airlines, from airport passengers. There may be people sitting in an airport bar watching right now wondering if they're boarding a flight tonight, is the mask mandate still in place?
We're continuing to recommend people wear masks. I don't have any update. This just came out through the courts just this afternoon, and as soon as there is an update, we will provide that to all
Is
of
the
you.
White House anticipating an announcement by Homeland Security tonight?
They are assessing it right now, and as soon as they have an assessment and an update on additional steps, they'll make that available.
But if the DOJ, say, doesn't stay the order tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, are passengers
I understand why you're asking, and certainly no one here is trying to provoke uncertainty with passengers. We also think the mask mandate should be in place and that it's safer for individuals who are flying to continue to wear masks. So we would say to anyone sitting out there, we'd recommend you wear masks on the airplane. And then as soon as we can provide an update from here, hopefully soon, we'll provide that to all of you.